Mystic Market, a fantasy game by Think Fun, 2 to 4 players, 10 years and up, the box suggests, but definitely younger players can understand and enjoy this game. In this game, we are alchemists, or I should say, actually, we are merchants. We buy and sell ingredients, and from time to time, we also craft potions. But the main thing is that we're trying to buy magical ingredients at a low price and sell at a higher price. In fact, it is a game that if you play it with younger players, so you can use to explain the concept of offer and demand, and you can also use it to show how you artificially inflate the value of certain goods to sell them at higher prices. Let's see how that works. Well, we said it's about making a profit, so of course we're going to have coins. Coins are a currency in the game, you use it to buy stuff, but coins also represent victory points. The game will be over when the deck of magic ingredients is exhausted, and at the point the richest player wins the game. As simple as that. These ingredients, we have phoenix feathers, orc teeth, dragon scales, mermaid tears, and pixie dust. I always wondered how you make pixie dust. You take the pixie and just grate it like it's a piece of Parmesan cheese. I don't know, poor pixie. Also, mermaid. Why do you make a mermaid cry? So during the game you will have a hand of ingredients. You can have up to 8 in your hand. Also, there is a deck of magic potions that are available for people to craft by discarding the potions, the ingredients that are indicated on the left side of the potion. If, for example, I discard 2 orange cards, that is 2 phoenix feathers cards, I can craft a potion, then I take that card, I make a profit immediately, collect those coins, and then at any time when I desire, I can use that effect by discarding the potion. And then we have this really beautiful, remarkably attractive and creative game piece here, which represents the value of the ingredients. There is a vial here for each ingredient. Dragon scales are red, orc teeth are yellow because they don't floss all that much, and pixie dust is purple, and so on and so forth. Now, you will try to form sets of these cards. The card, pretty much all that it tells you is the kind of ingredient it represents and the number of cards of that kind that it takes to sell them as a set. So if I want to sell a set of orc teeth, I need 3 of them. A set of phoenix feathers, I need 4. A set of pixie dust, I only need 2. You see these Arabic numbers? Arabic numbers? Shouldn't we use American numbers? Basically, the Arabic number under a vial is the money that you will make if you sell a set of that ingredient by discarding it during your turn. So, for example, if I did have a set of pixie dust, and during my turn I sell it, I discard it, then I immediately collect 15 points because that's the value of that good at the present time. However, by doing so, I just flooded the market, the demand goes down, the good is not nearly as exotic as it was before. So actually, when you sell something, then you take the vial and you put it on top of that, whatever you want to call this, sliding scale or whatever it is. And so now, another player that wanted to sell pixie dust may not be all that interested in doing so anymore. You can also, during your turn, discard cards at absolutely no profit, but you discard them at no profit, and then you still get to take the vial of that color and move it up here. So, for example, suppose that I do have now a set of kraken tentacles, which are green, and I have a single phoenix feather. I don't know what to do with. Then I discard it without any profit, and then when I sell my kraken tentacles, now they're more valuable. The number of dots that you see under each pair, that is the cost that it cost me to buy a card of that kind. Now that you have the basic concepts, we can look at the turn structure, which is very simple. We also have a very good play rate here. On your turn, you must do one of these three things. You can buy 1 or 2 ingredient cards, pretty simple. I can buy them from the face-up market here. If I buy a card from there, I pay the cost indicated there. Phoenix Feather right now, they are 1 coin. I pay that, and the market is immediately replenished. I may also do a blind buy, then I declare that I'll buy the card on top of the deck. I always pay 2 coins for that, and sometimes I'm lucky and sometimes I'm not. For example, now well, I paid 2 coins for Pixie Dust, which is 2 coins anyway, and now if I bought it blindly from the top, I spend 2 coins to buy Orc Teeth. That would only cost 1 if I had bought them from there. So one action is buy 1 or 2 ingredients. Super important. You can buy both from the market or both from the deck, or 1 and 1. The rules are not clear about that point, but I confirmed with the publisher. They confirmed that's the way it works. So 2 or 1 on 1. That's fine. Something else you can do is to swap 1 or 2 ingredient cards. Maybe you don't have a lot of cash, or you don't want to spend a lot of cash because the stuff is expensive, but in your hand you have some cards that are not all that valuable. Then instead of buying, you swap with cards in your hand, 1 or 2. Or you can sell ingredient cards. You can sell as many ingredient cards as you want and can't. You can, as part of the selling action, discard, or should say sell cards on no profit, simply to manipulate the scale there, and then you can sell any number of full sets for profit. Again, I decide to sell the Mermaid Tears. I have a full set because it only takes 2. I score 15. I pick up 15 coins, and that's good. As part of my turn, after I do one of these things, and I cannot pass, I have to do one of these, I can also craft potions, which is what I said earlier. Maybe there are cards that are not all that valuable, I don't really know what to do with them, and I decide to discard them and get a card. Maybe, for example, there is, I discard a red and a yellow card, I pick up 4, yellow and red, I pick up 4 coins right away. And I use this potion card in place of any 1 ingredient card. That's particularly powerful because maybe you have been hoarding all of the good stuff, but I don't need as many as I used to because I can replace one of these with this card here. Other things, take 1 card from the ingredient market. Maybe it's a rare and expensive one. Swap a card from your hand with a random cards from an opponent's hand. I saw you just picked up some good cards that allow you to form a set, and why don't I use this one to annoy the heck out of you and destroy your plans, or at least I try to, if I do get a card that you wanted, steal coins, etc, etc. So we have a variety of effects here, and just basically different ways in which you can use your cards. Remember, you can use them to sell them, you can use them to swap. Again, very good. Swap cheap cards for valuable ones. So sell cards, pick up cards, swap cards, and use them to craft potions. A lot of things that you can do, but ultimately you're trying to become the wealthiest merchant specializing in magic items in the realm. Mystic Market is the Manchurian candidate of light set collection games. It is a sleeper agent. Like a sleeper agent, it looks conventional, normal, unassuming for a while. Then something triggers the hidden personality, the sleeper agent wakes up, a whole new level of stuff starts happening, and usually means stuff. Now, the game starts when you start playing it, it's good enough, but you're thinking, you may feel that the game is a little bland. I'm trying to pick up cards and create a set of cards and sell it better than you're doing, more efficiently than you're doing. Almost feels like multiplayer solo with a luck element because, well, I can't control when other people are going to do things, so I hope that by the time I collected my set, my vial will be up there. Until you realize all the stuff that you can do, well, to inflate the market, to discard cards, to increase the value of your set before you sell it. That makes it more exciting. Because you may be able to pull off some really mighty combo there. I discard many cards and then boom, 15. But of course there is, well, a monetary cost. Those cards came from somewhere. It's possible that actually I was able to get them for very cheap, because I bought them when they were cheap, etc., etc. But then it's still opportunity cost. It took me several turns to create that engine of discarding and putting together a set to be able to score a lot. So you don't feel that manipulating the market, inflating the value of your sets is a game-breaking strategy. It's a high reward strategy, but it's still something that you're building towards. Then of course you realize the dark side of the coin, which is, well, I can destroy other people's sets, the value of other people's sets, because I saw you picking up pixie dust, and I remember you have one in your hand too. Very good. Why don't I just discard this one that maybe I picked up for cheap, and now the pixie dust that I know you have a full set is not worth much. So there are also these elements here. With two players, in fact, the game can be very tactical, because you can have a really good sense of what the opponent has, and then you can try to ruin things there. With more players, it's a little more complicated, but actually with more players, you can also have coalition building. Oh my gosh, I saw that Rebecca just picked up that awesome set. Can you do something? Because I can't do anything. Can we stop her? There is that element. And then you may have this other moment, well, but now the game is just too obvious. I pick up a set, you destroy it, then you pick up a set, I destroy the value of that one. And that's when the potions come in. First time that I played the game, I wasn't sure that the potions were necessary. I just felt like, I don't know, you get some profit, you get an effect, sometimes it's not very great, and sometimes it saves your back. Precisely because when players realize how the game works and everybody is skipping, everybody else is under control, and you want to make sure that you ruin the value of other people's sets, then those potions really become important. Say, for example, a potion will allow me to pick up an ingredient that I need to complete a set, and I can do that in my turn instead of my buying action, because usually you buy or you sell. That means that you are convinced that I'm gonna spend a turn to buy, get a set, then you destroy before I can sell it. During my turn, I buy for free as part of my potion usage, and I use my main action to sell. Boom. So the potions allow you to do things out of turn, to allow you to turn things around, to play it even more aggressively. For a game that has such cute, adorable components, there can be a level of confrontation that, well, it's surprising. It's not bad, it's not to the point that somebody will flip the table, hopefully, but I don't know you and your friends, but you know them, so just take that into account. It can get confrontational, but personally I find that that's okay. So it's a game that is extremely simple. Collect a set, sell it, that alters the value on the market, craft some potions from time to time, but it has some levels of strategy and interaction which are not obvious, and also they are absolutely enjoyable to discover and then to implement. It remains a light game with more than 2 players, not exactly a filler. It can still take a while to play, but it is rewarding because, again, such a simple game, but such interesting strategies that can emerge from it. The production is absolutely impeccable when it comes to the materials. The rulebook has a couple of gray areas here and there, but if you watch my video now, you know how to play the game, so that's good already. Mystic Market, I'm very happy with this game. It's good stuff.